I'm actually here. Do you want to listen to that? See which one's which? I think it's picking up. Welcome everybody to yet another Coffeeville home game, conference game against KCK. KCK is 7-1 right now. Pretty intimidating record, but the women seem like they have a good chance to get a surprise win out of this, and we're hoping for them. And that's a good start to that. Excellent save right there. Currently has 15 saves across the season. Been very effective in goals. Kept actually very low-scoring games from the opponents for the most part, save a couple of the last ones. Throw in for Jennifer De Leon. And Coffeeville with their first chance to make a play into KCK's goal, but unfortunately not able to make it all the way there. KCK trying to play out of the box and finding some help in the midfield, being chased down by several Red Ravens, plays it forward, but knocked away by the defense. Right now it is kind of a hot and humid day out there. It's kind of rough to play a game of soccer there, but was a lot nicer than it rained. So we're hoping that everyone can stay hydrated. It's going to probably have a couple hydration breaks in the middle of the game if it's followed the general pattern. This is Ryan Butcher, by the way, commentating solo as Dirk Andrews gets his car's oil changed, which he decided was more important than football. You can post in the comments how you feel about that. And Coffeeville having another chance at an attack here. Looks like it's just knocked away. It'll go out for a Coffeeville throw-in. That was Izzy, of course. Mixed up, as she often is, in moving the ball forward. She, of course, has 3 goals and 4 assists so far this season. And looks like she's going to go for a throw-in straight in the box. Find some space in the box there, headed out by KCK defender. And defender shields it out for a KCK goal kick. Again, with Izzy Attenborough, of course, part of that play. Going to be leaning on her to try to create something, her and Louise Atkinson. Excellent stop there by De Leon. KCK struggling to hold the ball and being surrounded by red shirts. Finds a little bit of space, but the linesman is going to find that to be a well. It was all offside. You all saw it. Good call by the linesman there. That's going to have to be something that Coffeyville is wary of. They held their line well, but KCK is going to try to work in a sneak pass past the back line. That could lead to a breakaway in their first chance. Ball played up by Faith. Trying to find Izzy, but it'll be out for a KCK throw. Good challenge there on the ball, able to keep her feet. Coffeyville trying to find a way to get out of the midfield. Oh, same pass this time, though, will be onside and blasted into the back of the net. Unable to save it this time. Coffeyville goes down by 1 here early in the first half. Coffeyville restarting the play, going to look for a chance to equalize. Still plenty of time left in the game. And KCK throw is only going to get as far as Faith, who sends it up the field to Louise Atkinson. Finds Ashley Talley, plays it back. Kennedy Ward sends it forward and did not mean to make that rhyme. Finds her teammate, and unfortunately KCK is going to try to counterattack, but snuffed out. Coffeyville currently 6-4 overall. So still having a fairly decent season, although they've had a string of difficult games, playing some of the top teams in both this conference and past years. Still plenty of time to create something. KCK defender plays it back to her goalie, who looks for an outlet. And KCK having a fairly easy time playing it up the field, finding those passes, but this time Faith is able to cut it out. Time for a counterattack. Ashley Talley looks for a little bit of space and blasts it forward. Defender, I think she intended to stop that, but that's okay. The result is the same for her. Faith sends it forward. And now a little bit of space in the center. Just overplayed it just a little bit, or underplayed it, depending on who you think she was aiming for. Either way, Coffeyville trying to create something, not going to sit back and let that goal stand unanswered. And a chance to cross it, unfortunately, just a little too far ahead of De Leon for her to get to it. And KCK on the attack now. A little bit of give and go. Marked well by Rachel Manley, forces her to take it back. And Ashley Talley, of course, in there to steal it. KCK on the breakaway again with the give and go. Excellent ball to the wing. Going to try to cross it in, but it's going to come on that a little bit too late. That'll go out for a Coffeyville goal kick. Very dangerous on that left wing so far, KCK. Coffeyville throw in. KCK lurking. We'll have a chance here to try to do something with it. Pushed back and is able to get that out of there. Dangerous area. Excellent stop there by Rachel Manley to get it back to her teammate. Now working their way up the field. Finds Faith in the centers trying to knock it forward. There's a lot of blue shirts around, a lot of work to do. And looks like they're going to be called onside by the linesman. But excellent work there. Did just enough to slow that down. That was Kennedy Ward defending that and easily stopped by the goalkeeper, keeping the shooter off balance. Plays it over the top. It's a little bit too much on that for her to get to that on time, but still, it's good thinking. Keeps the goalie on her feet. Makes the defense have to stay awake, too. Throw in for Coffeyville. Well played there by Louise Atkinson. Gets it between the legs of the midfielder. Ashley Talley looking to play it forward. Thinks better of it. Switches back to the other side of the field. That would have been that would have been an interesting goal to score right there, catching the goalie off guard. That's that's a long distance header. Still, it's what you like to see. That was good. That was good build up for that play. Again, sending it forward. Just having trouble getting past those last few defenders on the back line. And throwing for Coffeyville. And I think that was actually a free kick for Coffeyville, and the referee said that the ball had not completely stopped moving. Faith collects it, drops the ball up the right wing, back to De Leon, sends it forward again. Finds help in the middle. Coffeyville's working around the edges here, looking for something, finding some space. And Luis Atkinson tries to sit it into the middle, knocked away for the first Coffeyville corner kick. Chance for Coffeyville to put something together, their first set-piece attempt to put something in goal. And she's going to do my favorite. I do love an in-swinging corner kick.
And why would that be your favorite?
Statistically, it is the one that scores more often than any other goal.
Well, that would make sense why it's your favorite.
Oh,
Ooh,
and
nice,
that would have been it, too.
Well, now it looks like Coffeyville's going to get another chance. But if it's the most likely to get a goal, why doesn't everybody do it?
Probably because once they knew that's exactly what you're going to do 100% of the time, they would just always know to defend it.
Oh.
I mean, that's why I think you might recall where Dirk and I were discussing the concept of a short corner kick, one taken with them right there and then playing it in, how we don't like it. But if you change it up, it keeps them from knowing what you're going to do. So
you can't throw a Hail Mary every play.
Exactly. Oh,
and
still a chance to send that in. It's going to be coming back if she can recollect. Oh, by the way, this is Zach Mitchell, who just invited himself.
I did. Well, when you're the director of broadcasting here at CCC, you can just kind of do whatever you want. And I decided I wanted a game call a little bit till Dirk Andrews graces us with his appearance.
Ooh, that was well read there by Ashley Talley. That was absolute danger and second goal territory. And she was tracking that from the entire way. You could see her sprinting back for that.
Yeah, great hustle there and a great job just to kind of cut that avenue off.
Yep, it is. It's where most goals that are scored are actually very, very boring. Lots of passes and just slotting one in from an easy area. The easy goals count just as much as the flashy ones.
That's right. Yeah, precision and efficiency are they'll just kind of cut you to bits there, little by little, but that's what gets you the points.
KCK right now has at least the point and just kind of gets stopped. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of a friendly verb for that.
Well, you are the English instructor here on associated with the broadcast crew, so we're going to leave it to that.
That is true. I do put that on my business cards. And that one's probably just going to let that one travel all the way out. No rush.
Yeah, 27 minutes left in this first half, so been in it for about 18 or so, and still a closely contested 1-0 game.
It's actually been fairly even. After they let that early goal go in, I think Coffeyville, that snapped them awake a little bit.
Well, it's been kind of a sleepy week here on the campus of Coffeyville. Not just in terms of athletics, but just it seems kind of like now we're getting close to the middle of the semester.
I was actually about to ask if there were no other games going on this week. Isn't volleyball doing their thing?
Well, volleyball played Monday, I should say. They won 3-0. But even then, the number 2 ranked team in the nation at the Division II level in JUCO sports, CCC volleyball, didn't get out to a really quick start like they're accustomed to at home. They still ended up winning 3-0. But, yeah, it's just kind of right now we're in the tail end of September, and especially for athletes. Ooh, and another attack and just right there.
Just wide of the goal.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you had told me they hadn't won 3-0, I don't think I would have believed it.
Well, they've given up their volleyball team here at Coffeyville 2 sets all year, so a pretty productive season so far. But like going back to the original point of students, instructors, everybody here, we've been going strong for 7 weeks or so, almost 8 weeks, and we're
in the middle of week 7.
That's right, and this is the kind of time when everybody's looking for a second jolt of energy, and sometimes you can get that in all sorts of places when it comes to athletics.
Yes, and I would love to get a jolt of energy with a Coffeyville win here.
Yes,
I'm just saying that would do it for me because I am very tired. It has been a long academic week, so yeah. I've been looking forward to this.
And it looks like, again, Coffeyville playing tough, but KCK very fast out there on the
Yeah,
edge.
she's really making
Ooh.
space around there, but she plays that behind her teammate. Really, I mean, that she was kind of at full stretch there just to stay around on the outside. So credit for her to actually getting it across, but in the end wasn't able to get the type of placement she wanted.
Well, and let's give a shout out. CCC did an excellent job there of covering that back pass. It had everything kind of covered up and made that pass a very difficult one because there's nobody open.
Exactly. And speaking of excellent work here, more excellent work there on the outside. Long throw in, looking for help in the midfield. It's going to travel all the way back. I was about to say for a throw in, but it really took its time getting there.
And not the most quickest of pace of games. KCK doing kind of playing the similar playbook that Coffeyville uses, just a lot of short passes, kind of ball control is their style.
Yeah, and I think maybe, again, that was part of it what I was saying earlier. It is really hot and muggy, and there's no wind outside.
No.
And it's really hard to work through that and always want to be sprinting at full tilt around the pitch. But they've still had some good runs along the wings. And looks like this one's going back to KCK.
Well, going back to the whole energy thing, when it's humid and there's no breeze out there like that, does that kind of sap your energy a little bit as a player?
Oh, yeah. It is the worst. It saps my energy standing out there. I can't imagine what they're going through right now.
Yeah, it's difficult. We're here in the air conditioning and the tower fan, and
What air conditioning?
Well, yeah, I was trying to give them a shout out, but there's an attempt here in the booth to provide some AC for stationary folks here in the broadcast booth, and down there on the field, it's even hotter.
Yep. And looks like, speaking of out in the field, Izzy sends it into the box, and it falls nicely for her.
Oh, so close.
Fell nicely for her, but she couldn't quite get a hit on that. That was Rachel Manley, who has what's been Coffeyville's best chance of the game right there in front of the goal. Ball bouncing at her feet, but not able to get that finish that she wanted.
Oh, and you mentioned, I believe, the record for the opposing KCK, and a really good record, a really talented team coming in here. And Coffeyville not kind of playing afraid here, even though they're down 1-0, doing a very good job of being aggressive. Multiple opportunities there at the net.
Absolutely, and you saw that talent with one of their coaching staff who made an excellent move to knock that ball back into play, looking like with cat-like reflexes.
That's right.
As he batted it back towards the Coffeyville player.
Well, we here at CCC Broadcasting want to make sure everybody's recognized for their athletic feats.
Exactly.
Those even not on the field.
I'm going to be watching him now for the entire game because that was the second one right there.
Here, I'm going to leave. I got to go set up a camera just pointed at him.
Okay, good. And you actually need to mic him up, too.
Oh, well, we'll get the shotgun mic out. We'll get right to it.
Okay, another good opportunity for Coffeyville is they get their third corner attempt and plays it short.
Again, mixing
just to
it
change
up.
it up. Yep, changing it up. And that's a really good cross.
Ooh.
And just unfortunately not able to get it there. That was Faith trying to get on the end of that.
Yep. Again, multiple opportunities here. CCC staying aggressive, doing a very good job, just not quite on the same page sometimes.
Yep. So, again, you see the benefit of kind of that quick change-up that obviously KCK was not ready to defend that yet.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying it's always bad. I just want to make that clear because I know there's plenty of short corner apologists out there in the chat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, some trouble there. So probably want to take that a little bit slower and look for but KCK, their midfield is working overtime right now. Oh, and this is broadcasting from Coffeyville, Kansas. I think I should probably mention that. I think you said once that the chat was asking just once, where is this?
That's right.
And I think that's
Coffeyville,
important
Kansas.
to answer.
At the highest elevation in the county, Montgomery County, here at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Wait, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew it was high up.
You're still recent. You just moved to Coffeyville not long ago. We'll cut you some slack there.
I mean, trivia I know about Coffeyville. The IC was invented here.
That's right.
Gary Busey went to CCC.
That's right.
And a bunch of guys died in a shootout.
Well, that's not at CCC. That was just
right. That was a bank, and it happened a long time ago.
That's right.
Not recently. You really have to be clear about that sort of thing these days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, and I'm trying to think of nope, I think that just about does it. So any more Coffeyville factoids, I am open to them. And another attempt goes just wide as Coffeyville gets their fourth corner of the game. Ashley Towley being chosen to take it with good reason. She's devastating on set pieces. Looks like she's really going to blast this one in long distance as Coffeyville players charge in. Finds Faith on the outside, who is able to get a touch on it but not able to trap it. Trying to send it back forward, but KCK is trying to take advantage of the momentary lapse. Coffeyville has a chance to reset. Just a little bit of a heavy touch there. It's going to go out for a goal kick for KCK. And not able to get that too far as Coffeyville is ready to kind of pick it up. A little bit of desperate defending here, but looks like Coffeyville is going to earn a foul there, cutting out the danger. Once the ball stops, Stacia Spears sends it forward, finds Savannah Hasker, who sends it forward to Faith, who's going to get called for getting that boot a little bit too high up in the air. She doesn't seem to think so, but the referee has already walked away. And Zach went to go take care of some business, in case you're wondering about the sudden quiet. He is a busy, busy man, that Zach Mitchell, but he works hard because he loves the program, and he's the reason that we are able to stream these games to you. You can also blame him for the subpar commentary. That one's also his fault, because he lets me in here. And Coffeyville throw in. Trying to split the KCK players. Not able to save that. It's going to go out for KCK. "17 minutes left in the first half, and scoreline remains unchanged after that initial KCK goal. There have been a lot of chances here. Most of those have actually surprisingly been going towards KCK, but looks like they'll have a chance to get another one of their own. Had a few dangerous runs into the box. One that was snuffed out by the defense. The other traveled a bit too far for the winger who was chasing it down. Faith brings it down, sends it forward, seeing if she can find Louise Atkinson, who is tracking the ball down, and even though she's outnumbered 3-1, manages to walk away with it. She's got help in the middle, finds Anna, who, was just beaten by a very alert goalie, being forced to play a little sweeper keeper there, coming out of her box. Danger not completely gone, though. Coffeyville still in control of the ball. Almost an even better opportunity than the last one, where it settled in front of Rachel Manley. Well, it didn't quite settle in front of Rachel Manley's feet. It bounced in front of her feet. And hopefully she'll have another chance to get another swing at that. Hit that one just a little too much on it for Anna. And looks like, again, that's going to go for Coffeyville there. A lot of patient build-up play here. A lot of good defending here. And the throw in from Coffeyville, and And with 3 red jerseys on her, the KCK player ends up walking away with it, just barely. Some impressive footwork from both teams so far. And Louise Atkinson shoots through the defense. She's got a little bit of help in the box, just looking to get some space on it, but ultimately will get a corner kick out of it. She had Anna in the box, but Anna was also well marked. It would have been rough to say the least. Not a lot of good options, so a corner kick will probably be a decent result from that. Again, Ashley Talley will be taking it. Just missing that header, but Coffeyville sends it right back in. Anna sends it over her head, trying to find Faith, who is not able to get to it before the defender cleans it up. Belts it forward. Very good defending there. It was a crucial shoulder-to-shoulder charge right there. Again, throwing off the forward just enough so she couldn't make a break for that ball. Very intelligent play from the Coffeyville defender. And there's that same ball again that caused so much trouble at the beginning of the first half, but this time the keeper is wise to it. Again, that is Taylor Lamp in goal, who again has had a lot of saves this season so far. 15 saves total. And I guess you'd probably have to rack at least a couple more up after this game's over. I think she's had at least one that would qualify as a save that was on target. A lot of cleanup for the rest of the time, though. She's had a lot of help from her defense, but she may have a chance to shine right here. And looks like she will not have to. Well played to keep it in. No pressure, just is able to send it forward over the heads of a couple KCK midfielders, turns and moves with it. And looks like that is going to be a foul called for Coffeyville. Ashley Talley picks it up, sends it back. Oof, a miscommunication there as Taylor Lamp takes the worst part of that challenge, which she gets right back up. Coffeyville will feel fortunate that didn't end a little bit worse for them. Stacia Spears quickly takes it. Kennedy Ward sends it up. Heavy touch from Ashley Talley, and KCK is already on the attack again. Got a little bit of help, but, well, and that's that. Still, that was how they scored their first goal, was a shot from about that angle, so it's definitely something for Taylor to be wary of, for the defenders to be cognizant of and aware. Faith sending it forward, and Coffeyville with an attack going. Kind of looks like the referee's going to bring that one back. Believe that foul was called on Anna. And again, a little too much contact for the referee's liking. Sending it deep into Coffeyville's third. From that same dangerous angle, this time tries to cut it back a little bit. Finds only the feet of Kennedy Ward, who's now able to see it safely out to the outside. Sends it forward, looking for more help. Finds it, turns, looks to send it forward again, but this time KCK is wise to it, grabs it, and is ready for another counterattack. They've got 3 women at the front ready, one open on the right wing, but instead opts for the long bomb, let's call it. A cheeky attempt, an audacious attempt, perhaps. But in the end, it's going to be out for Coffeyville goal kick. Well won by KCK there, who put it in a dangerous area, and I believe that was Stacia involved in that clash right there. Referee probably checking to make sure everyone is okay. She definitely took the worst of it, but she looks like she is going to be able to walk it off, we hope. Stacia Spears, of course, one of our sophomores, one of our more experienced players. Glad to see her on the pitch tonight. She will be needed and has been needed. Speaking of which, may be needed again. Well, nope, that is going to be picked up by De Leon, unfortunately, out for a KCK throw-in. Oof, that could have potentially been bad. She got just a little bit of a touch on it, sent it back towards her own net, but Taylor Lamp there for the save. KCK player deep in the box, right next to Taylor, but Taylor is there to grab it and sends it forward to Izzy. Finds Rachel Manley, who sends it forward to Louise Atkinson, who's taking it deep to the outside. Has a chance to cross. She's got help. Cuts it back. Finds Ashley at the top of the box, who fires with her left foot, and it is past the goalie and into the net. Excellent goal from Ashley Telly there. That was one of those goals that she made that look way easier than it was. Let's put it like that. That was the perfect kind of placement, sending it on the side that the goalie was most likely not expecting. Again, on her left foot, just low and well placed. And with that, Coffeyville evens up the score late in the first half. KCK on the counter here. But Coffeyville looking to be the ones who capitalize on it. Move forward by Rachel Manley. She has some help. Nicely placed. Turns and fires. And is that 2 goals in less than 2 minutes by Coffeyville? Yes, it is. That is definitely one way to turn a game around. Well played by those women. And excellent teamwork, too. See the link up there, several passes, easily placed, finding, and just that finish too was perfect. So Coffeyville finding its rhythm here, finding it. Perhaps that maybe their best chance of winning this is again through those patient play, those good passes, and making sure just expertly place that in the back of the net. Hopefully we can see even more of those. They'll be feeling pretty good right now, I imagine, in these last few minutes of the first half. But still not going to rest on their laurels. And thrown by De Leon on the outside. Once again, sending it deep into Coffeyville's half. And again, the referee does not like the amount of contact there, going for that 50-50 ball. Seems to make it clear just how much he's going to allow. And, turns and beats the defender. Still has one more to get around. Opens up. She'll have to take it alone. And it is another goal for Coffeyville. All of a sudden, coming back to from what looked like it was not going to go so well for them, finding their legs. And I believe that was Louise Atkinson. Big part of that goal right there. That was just, that one was absolutely a goal that she decided she was just going to create. And KCK was going to have to deal with it. Beats 2 defenders, finds the back of the net like it was nothing, and Coffeyville is now in a dominant position. Always important to mention, though, that leading by 2 goals is not necessarily the end of it. KCK still, they've had a string of wins. They've been against a lot of tough opponents like Coffeyville, still in this game. And Coffeyville will have to guard that lead jealously. Throw in from Kennedy Ward here. Maybe wondering if they can keep pressing. As long as Coffeyville's pressing forward with that ball, KCK is not able to create another opportunity, but looks like they are going to be attempting just that here as they pick it up in the midfield. But smacked away by Ashley Talley. I don't know if this is ominous or not, but you can see the deep, dark shadow has fallen over the KCK end of the field here. Makes you wonder. Anna picks it up. Is able to just send it forwards. Looks like it's going to be a little too far, though, as the KCK goalie collects. So we will, the next time we have a home game, we're going to have to update the goals here. And hopefully update the conference standings, one hopes. But again, still plenty of game left, an entire half. Still a little bit more of this first half to play as Izzy Attenborough drops it off for her teammate. Don't think that's what she was going for there, but I think she's all right. And again, KCK builds up that play in the way they like to. Dangerous play coming from a midfielder, charging up the left flank, getting herself open, looking for a chance to cross. And in the end, it's just going to be an easy shot for Taylor to collect. Goes over the head of the KCK midfielder. Some danger there with Louise Atkinson, of course, proving that if she wants to, she can carve apart a defense solo. Finds Izzy Attenborough, who sends it forward. Not able to find a red shirt, unfortunately, but those red shirts are still around and still prowling. Kennedy Ward closing that one down, but in the end, it'll be 3-1 as we close out the first half. There'll be some good words exchanged in the locker room, no doubt. Please feel free to join us again in 15 minutes for the second half. I know we will be anticipating it. See you then. Welcome back to the second half. KCK has a bit of a tough road ahead with 2 goal deficit, but they are more than capable of making that up. But CCC is not going to be relaxing, maybe even attempting to extend their lead. Anything to make it more difficult for KCK. And already they've got a good opportunity here. Looks to take on the entire back line by herself and fires it in with their left foot, well wide of the goal. And the Red Ravens will have a goal kick taken by who else? Stacia Spears. And ultimately, KCK is going to try to set up for another attack, but it's not going to be that easy, especially when Ashatali is lurking around in the midfield. And that's going to fall sweetly for KCK, who will have a chance to send it into a dangerous area, but Taylor Lamb is wise to it. Comes out to collect. Well worked there. Rachel Manley sends it back. Tasha Talley, who sends it forward. And now Coffeyville on the attack. Finds some help on the wing with Anna, who's going to look to perhaps cross it in. She does so. It's going to go to the goalie, who is able to collect it. Looks like she was probably aiming for the runner on the right. Well worked there. That's good stuff. Coffeyville hasn't scored a goal specifically in that manner this game, so maybe they're thinking it's time to change it up a little bit. Switching the field to Rachel Manley. And that'll be out for a Coffeyville throw-in. Looks like that traveled out. I'll go back for a throw-in. In a dangerous area if KCK can collect, but well defended. Just hoping to take the pressure off a bit. But KCK is going to once again try to counterattack here. Marked well by Hasker. Forces her into the corner, not letting her have that turn, but she works through past Hasker. She's got help in the middle, and it comes off of Lamp, deflected, but oh, that was a dangerous area. Luckily, there were no KCK players there immediately to be able to blast it in. She had to walk back a little bit to grab it and was not able to get it to her teammates who could turn and fire. So KCK remain at 1 goal to Coffeyville's 3. A little bit of jolt to the system for the team. Maybe have an idea of what to watch for the rest of this half. Maybe guess at what they were directed to do by the KCK coaching staff. Sending it forward to Louise Atkinson, who drops it back and charges into the middle. Speaking of charging into the middle is, Rachel Manley, who was not able to get to it before the KCK goalie. Still, once again, has been looking for an opportunity on that right wing, looking for a good cross or a good long ball that she can pick up. KCK throw in. Try to just send it directly into the box, but not able to get past the feet of Stacia Spears. And that's going to travel out for a goal kick. Ashley Talley brings it down, drops it back to her fellow defender, but a little too much contact for the referee's liking, and he's going to bring that back for a free kick, and KCK wants to restart play immediately. Dangerous opportunity here. Whew, that shot past everybody in the box there. Went straight to Taylor, who was able to get enough contact on that, bring it down. Potentially a very good opportunity for KCK, but once again, Coffeyville maintained their 2-goal lead. And Faith sends it back out for another KCK throw-in. Unmarked. A little bit of time to think, but is ultimately cleared away without any danger, and Louise Atkinson is tracking it. Again, trying to turn with under heavy pressure, is able to make her way past. Got Rachel Manley in the box, still looking for her opportunity. To Ashley Talley, back and into the box. Again, easily collected by the goalkeeper. Oh, that's going to fall very well for Atkinson. She sends it out for Anna in the corner, looking to turn. Help from the midfield behind her. Looks like she's going to try to charge directly into the box. And while she goes down, maybe thinking she should get a foul, it's not, but she will hold on to it. And in the end, Izzy comes to help her keep that ball contained. And it'll go out for KCK throw. Ooh, kind of a late swing right there, but keeps her feet up, tries to send it forward. Faith collects, sends it back, and once again, a battle in the midfield for control of the game and the ball. Not necessarily in that order, as KCK, good footwork on that, as able to get a little bit of distance past Faith, who is able to make up that distance very quickly. To Ashley Talley in the midfield, back to Faith, here to help. Uh-oh, dangerous turn right there, and not the most dangerous of finishes, unfortunately. I think that's she's had a couple of those this half. Just I don't know, maybe feeling that energy, feeling that chance to strike, and just getting her laces underneath it a little bit too much. Still, enough chances like that, eventually she will get it down unless she's going to be picked up by the defense. So Coffeyville will have to watch it, to watch her and watch those types of plays for the rest of this half as they try to maintain their lead. Knocked out by Izzy Attenborough there. And Taylor collects. Potential danger there. She was wise to it. She's been excellent this game. And charging into the box. And whew. That is what we like to see from a goalie there. Steadfast and able to track that ball in. So KCK now looking dangerous. Another chance. Another set piece, another corner. Will they be able to get within striking distance? And looks like the referee saw some contact he did not appreciate, and he's going to give that to Coffeyville. Again, a little bit too much contact. Coffeyville takes it quickly, looks to send it forward, and they've got help. They've got some numbers. Anna on the outside, players dropping into the box. Finds exactly who she was looking for. Is forced to send it back. Takes it first time low and fast, but the goalie falls on it. Excellent work by Ashley Talley there to bring that down. Drops it for her teammate. Finds its way to Rachel Manley on the outside. Just a battle going on for possession here. And, wow, she really, she really came out of nowhere there. Just enough to cut out the danger. All right, substitution over, and Coffeyville throw in. Faith thinks about it, thinks better of it. Good give and go there. Izzy looking for a teammate, eventually able to find her. Crucial contact by Ashley there to get it to Haley, but looks like she'll have another chance here as Faith brings the ball forward. Finds Rachel Manley, who's able to get it in a dangerous spot. Oh, that's an excellent cross right there on the ground with red shirts and legs looking for it. Coffeyville still has a chance. Desperate defending from KCK, trying to just get it out of there somewhere, not in the box. Now another battle in the midfield as Coffeyville try to recover, and looks like they will have another chance to set one up. Tugging on the arm of Ashley Talley there. Referee lets it play. And again, right there, and you can see a little frustration on her face. She makes the smart choice to walk away from the offending player. Don't want to do something you might regret. And she will be taking the set piece here. Oh, just wide of the goal there. Excellent excellent catch on that to get it on the volley. That was almost in the back of the net. That would have really stuck a knife in the KCK team to go down 3 goals, but ultimately they escaped their fate. There's Izzy Attenborough, always dangerous inside the 18 and outside the 18. Speaking of the 18, Hasker sends it to Faith, who sends it forward, back to Izzy. And no call there as KCK 3-on-1. But no, looks like the referee is going to bring that one back. Ultimately, looks like it was the assistant referee who signaled for a foul there. Much to the relief of the Coffeyville defense and Taylor Lamp in goal. Oh, well played there with Rachel Manley's got a second to think about it. Waits for her teammates to get into the box. She's got some help now. Sends it to Ashley Talley. Brings it back. Takes a little bit of contact. Gets back up. Pokes it away. Rachel Manley with the curling. Just, ah, just started to float up too high for that goal. Still, excellent shot from a not an easy angle for a right-footed player to try to belt that in the way she did, but Coffeyville getting closer and closer to making it 4-1. Ashley Talley, of course, with her foot on the ball again. Out to Anna. Back to Talley. All the way back to Faith, and Coffeyville is going to try to play it a little bit slow here. KCK is going to want to press far forward. Coffeyville may be thinking that they need to just play this out smartly, slowly, and steadily, and it's going to travel just a little bit ahead of Louise Atkinson there. And that'll travel out for a KCK throw-in. And Coffeyville throw-in. KCK trying to create an attempt there, but ultimately it's going to travel too far. Taylor Lamp. Backing up nice and slowly there. KCK might have preferred to take that one quickly, but Izzy puts a lid on that. And that was a nice ball into the center, maybe just a little too much on it for her teammates to pick up. If it had been on target, might have been an opportunity to score a surprise goal off of it, but in the end, Coffeyville again escapes losing their 2-goal lead. Kennedy Ward with the touch there. That's going to ultimately send it out. Uh-oh, we have multiple soccer balls on the field right now. Louise Atkinson trying to get it under control there. And some danger as Taylor Lamp quickly sprints out there to cut it out. KCK probing for a chance. Faith loses control of it as she's marked well by a KCK player, the one who's had a couple attempts on goal. And that is ultimately going to go out for a Coffeyville goal kick. Or, excuse me, for a KCK corner kick. Excellent header there from KCK, and now they have cut Coffeyville's lead in half, 3-2. Been probing with those corner kicks. They've placed them very well. That one was expertly given to the KCK player, who was, of course, ready for it and heads it perfectly in. And Coffeyville now having a chance to wonder how they're going to handle this. And KCK now feeling the momentum at their backs. Driving forward. Ashley Talley sends it forward, finds her teammate, who also sends it forward. It's going to just about fall for Louise Atkinson. Was looking for her chance. Maybe wanting to extend that lead again. A little too much in that contact from Izzy for the referee. She doesn't know her own strength sometimes. Dangerous ball. Taylor slaps at it, gets past her. It's an open net, and KCK is there to take advantage. It is 3-3 in the second half, and just like that, what seemed like an insurmountable lead is gone, and KCK wondering if now is their opportunity to take a hold of this game for good. And once again, play is underway. Coffeyville needs to make something happen to put a stop to the KCK dominance here in the second half. KCK started strong. It was Coffeyville who had to fight back. Got that lead, and now it is KCK who's charging forward, but still tied at 3-3. Still anyone's game. And KCK again charging forward, looking for an opportunity here. That header did not go where she was planning to, but ultimately Ashley Tully collects, drops it to Izzy. Izzy sends it back even further. Hasker sending it forward. And Anna, last touch on that before it goes out for KCK throw. And that's going to go right back to KCK, looking to send it in from long distance, and offside by a few 100 feet or so. But that's okay. Probably did not expect that to come back to her so quickly. On a charging down the wing, looking to send Luis Atkinson forward, who does get it. Sends it back to Izzy. He's looking for a little bit of help. Back heel from Anna. And Izzy with the throw in. Hasker will mark there, but Coffeyville retains possession here. Looking for a chance to break out of what's turned into kind of a rut. Had so many chances early in this second half. It's time to build up another one. Just looking for the right opportunity. Been looking a lot for Rachel Manley there on the right wing. Looking for a chance to charge up. Not able to get a foot on that one, though, unfortunately. And it'll be out for a KCK throw. A battle in the midfield right now for possession. And smashing it forward. Stacia Spears just overshoots that. She's looking to get something on it as KCK is threatening another opportunity. Charging down the wing. Well marked by Faith. He's going to try to shepherd this out. And looks like she ultimately was the last person to get a touch on there. And KCK has another chance at corners where they've been very dangerous. Oof, that was and not the best or not the luckiest contact on that, but ultimately it could have been much, much worse as travels out for a throw in. Coffeyville looking for a chance to send it up. Manley trying to turn with it. Finds Tally. Keeps hold of it. Gone through two players now. Is fighting to retain that possession. Not able to make it through the third, though, as it gets away from her at the end. And KCK looking for another opportunity. They've been very dangerous from that side of the field. Sends it to the top of the 18. Manley is wise to it. Gets it out to Izzy, who sends it far forward. Looking to spring Atkinson, who is at full stretch. Forcing KCK to send it out. KCK player finding her teammate who's got a lot of space to work with, who unfortunately the teammate she saw was very far offside as the Coffeyville defense had sprinted forward to get their lines up. Tally tries to drop it to the outside. Coffeyville looking a little stretched at the moment, trying to find their attacking spirit. Faith covering both players, but ultimately able to do enough to force her to make a risky move on it and not able to get quite what she wanted. All the way back to Taylor Lamp, who is now looking to send it forward. And again to the top of the 18. There's some blue in the box there, but Ashley Talley was in the right spot at the right time. Speaking of being in the right spot at the right time, gets it forward to Atkinson, who drops it back. Splits the defenders, finds Anna on the wing. She's got players in the box. And it looks like that's ultimately going to go to what I believe is the first Coffeyville corner of the second half. And it looks like it's going to be up to Ashley Talley. You have to wonder, what is she going to do here? What is she thinking? She thinks she's going to try to swing that in towards the near post, we hope. And she does find the near post, but KCK defender is there to knock it back out for a second corner kick. Yells for players to mark the back post, maybe sensing an opportunity here, and what a cross right there, but ultimately no one is able to pick that one up, and I think that's going to be a Coffeyville throw. Yes, it is. And we'll have a substitution. Rachel Manley battling to get a piece of that. Ultimately, Coffeyville gets another throw in. Manley looking for some help in the box. Anna picks it up, turns and fires. Little bit off target there, but maybe just trying to keep the goalie on her toes. Good header from Ashley Talley there in the midfield. And KCK now looking to attack. Just a little too much on that. And again, Talley picks it up in the midfield, drops it back to Faith, who sends it over to the other side of the field to pick up Anna. Was looking to drop it on the wing and will find Atkinson sprinting out there to get it. She's got help coming. Tries to drop it to Megan Manley, but ultimately does not fall as well as they would have liked, and KCK picks it up again. Coffeyville now on the attack here. Several decent chances, just waiting to be picked up. Stacia Spears was happy to assist that midfielder in playing the ball out. So it'll be a Coffeyville throw-in. Louise Atkinson's able to get it out of there. He's got so many women on her right now, not able to get a clean hit. Again, trying to pick up Rachel Manley. She really hasn't had that opportunity, that golden opportunity to just blast it into the back of the net yet, but she's always ready for it. Making sure she's in position every single time. Faith sends it out, drops it back to Anna, who sends it forward again, and now Coffeyville's got another chance. Rachel Manley's calling for it, and just a heavy touch on there, got away from her. And upfield to KCK, who tried to turn. Well defended there. Ball falls to Tally. Drops it back. KCK player at full stretch to try to get a piece of that, but is unable to keep it in. Looks like we're going to have a substitution here. Can hear that one from all the way up here. Getting a piece of that ball, but not enough to get it all the way forward. Well marked by Anna there. Faith picks it up, but looks like the referee again is going to say that's a little too much. Protests from the crowd. Unfortunately, the referee is not listening to them. He's made his decision. And he's made it clear exactly how much physicality he is going to allow in this game. Been pretty consistent. Izzy Attenborough turns, finds Louise Atkinson, who also is able to turn with the ball. And is she gonna fire it in? Yes, she is gonna fire it in. Excellent, excellent goal. Took that one sweetly. And who else would it be but Louise Atkinson, who has been so dominant in this game and so dominant in this season? Just an amazing player all around. And just like that, Coffeyville snatches their lead back from KCK. Seven minutes left to go in the second half, and Coffeyville could attempt to see this one out, could attempt to play it safe, but KCK is not going to give them that opportunity as they're having a chance to charge into the box. And just a dangerous ball there into the midfield, but no KCK player to pick it up. And in these waning minutes of the second half, we have seen, call it a very exciting game. I'm sitting here I'm just at a loss for words after that fourth goal. Isn't that right, Zach Mitchell?
Well, a loss for words can happen to a multiple number of people. First off, broadcasters here after an exciting game. Some of the players down there have been fighting so hard that fatigue, just trying to draw in a breath, leaves them wordless. And, of course, the coaches down there not keeping quiet either side, trying to keep this game moving and to secure the outcome that they're looking for.
And I'd say that if they can have this play out with a win, this will probably be the most well-deserved win of the entire season, the biggest upset of the season, maybe. Oh, and speaking of the biggest upset, it is now Rachel Manley's turn. Oh, that was the one she's been waiting for, too. She's been there so many times and waiting for it. She hit that one with power, but not quite with the placement.
Well, you mentioned this upset, if it comes to fruition for this Red Raven team. At the beginning of the year, just the goal differential for this Red Raven team you would not think this matchup would have been an upset. It would have been an equally matched game, but given the last couple of weeks and injury concerns and things like that, this Red Raven team finds himself even at home against a very good KCK team, kind of fighting to try to secure a good win here in conference.
Yep, and we are hoping they will do that.
Yeah, and
that would make my night.
And they've got about 5 minutes and change to figure it out. But this second half, while only scoring one goal to the other team's two, have been very, very aggressive.
Speaking of scoring goals, Rachel Manley sends it into the middle of the box, but KCK is wise to it. She's been a presence there this whole time, and yeah, it's those two goals, watching that lead disappear, it's always heartbreaking, but there's nothing you can do but suck it up and try to get it back, and they are doing just that.
That's something that soccer has over just about every other sport, is every point is just a huge undertaking, and you can feel the weight when you're up by multiple goals. Just the other team knows that, okay, just how much time it's going to take to accomplish to close that gap. And then when the team does, and then you try to have to surmount to score again, you can really see how hard these girls are working, and for both sides of the ball.
Right. In fact, you can see a battle up there for one KCK player,
Yes.
essentially fighting off three Red Ravens, trying to get a piece of that, but was in the end unable to. Every time the Red Ravens take possession at this point of the game, you know what they're thinking. This is time where KCK does not have possession, does not have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Lisa Atkinson tries to send it forward off a KCK player back to Faith, who's looking to send Rachel forward, who it looks like that popped off of her hand right there. They'll quickly restart, and boy, you can hear the crowd there. You said they were unable to speak. That doesn't apply to all the players.
No, yeah.
They were letting her know that she was in some trouble there.
Yep,
and look at that Red Raven line, solid line of red.
Yes.
That's what you like to see, holding that line steady.
Well, and fatigue is setting in. Those are some tired legs for both sides, for both teams out there. And
yeah, they're tired for multiple reasons too. I'm sure that KCK feels that weight of that goal. They have to make up, absolutely have to make up. And Coffeyville is going to feel that weight, but in a different way, because like every small thing could cost you what you've earned, and this is a real dangerous spot. She can send it forward. She will. Drops it into the middle of the 18, but Taylor Lamp is going to be happy to collect that one.
And that was a nice job by the defender to run off the streaking attacker there, just kind of walled her off, almost boxed her out, a basketball term there.
Yes.
And allowed the ball to bounce right into the goalie's outstretched arms.
Although there was a free kick earlier where the ball actually managed to miss both the defender and the KCK player, and Taylor's reaction was, I think she was expecting someone to get a foot on it. Luckily for us, she corrected very quickly and was able to take care of it. That one was I kind of caught my breath on that one a little bit.
And that's something where, as a goalkeeper, especially just the goalkeeper position here in soccer, is you have to anticipate, but you also have to be able to react. So you have to be able to think, okay, this might happen and this will happen, and then I need to do this. But also, some of those things might not actually happen, and then you have to be ready to go at a moment's
notice. It is split-second reactions, too. It is
a difficult job, one of the most difficult in sports.
I definitely wouldn't want to be in that position.
No.
See, what you get for not having to run all over the field is being ultimately responsible for every goal, and I'd rather just run, to be honest.
Yeah. I'll get in shape a little bit, Coach. It's all right.
And Ash Talley picks that up. She's hit the turf more than one time tonight, but she always gets back up quickly, which we love to see.
Yeah. Ooh, nice job there. Nice way to step up, but KCK being aggressive again.
And chips it up into the center, but look who's there. It is Taylor Lamp, and kind of a rough fall from the KCK forward, but she's up again.
And I was going to ask you, is it better to take a fall out on turf or grass?
Grass
is better, huh? Turf's bad, huh?
Yes, it is. I don't know if you remember, not the last Women's World Cup, but the one they played in Canada before that. There was a lot of controversy over the fact that they were playing on artificial turf, which has a tendency, you do a lot of slide tackling. It tends to cause, burns and scrapes, and it's not great. Plus, the ball bounces differently. But, I mean, they're, of course, used to playing on turf here, so they know how to play it. But it was a bit of a controversy for that team.
See, that's interesting.
Whoa.
Nice, and there's just a lot of contact.
And speaking of contact, that was a little too much. And KCK players can protest, but let's just say that foul was coming.
Yeah,
it was just a matter of if the ref was going to let Coffeyville try to play through.
And we've dipped under 50 seconds, it looks like.
And I like this position. I like it a lot. Now, here's the thing. With just 50 seconds left, you could try to be cheeky and play it into the corner and just hold it, or you could go or you could go for glory. And is he going to say that's time wasting? Yes, he is going to say that's time wasting. Faith is not ultimately going to be able to take this free kick.
So what are they going to give it? How does that work? Are they give it to the other team?
No. It just means she's been officially cautioned, and they'll bring on another player for her. As a rule, when there's this little time left, the referee is wise to those sorts of tricks. And
as he should be.
Of course, and yes, they are tricks. The players know they're doing it. The ref knows they're doing it. You can only let so many go by. But and now this is, I think Ashley's going to go for it.
Especially in a close game.
Oh, is she going to go for it?
Oh!
She went for it. Oh, and that is putting this game to bed. There is no coming back from a shot like that. Absolutely beautiful. Love to see it.
And that is such a not only, as you said, this puts the game out of reach with mere seconds to go, but
yes, I'm glad she went for it.
Yes, it looks great, and it allows some excitement to enter the stadium from the hometown crowd. But on Red Raven TV, you can go and watch. Coach Schicky gave an interview today where he talked about how this team has really been trying to recalculate how they get back into scoring a lot of goals, and now putting 5 up against a very good KCK team.
Against a only defeated once KCK team this season. I mean, this is honestly a well-deserved win, an upset, just an all-around great story. Who wants to watch all those goals again at halftime, or rather between games?
Right.
Just roll back the stream a little bit, and you too can enjoy all of that. And they are going to be happy to walk away with that win. And we will see you in just about 20 minutes or so for the men's game. So hopefully we can see another upset. See you then.